Okay. Okay, let's do this. Hey guys, it's BlowJ. Um, I do apologize that I was pretty much supposed to put this out last week, but I ended up getting really sick and really annoyed, so I had to push things back like a week or so that I could get things taken care of and not die. But the topic of today, of course, is still going to be things that offend people and talking about offensive stuff in general. Really, the definition of offensive is causing someone to feel deeply hurt, upset, or angry. And I'm going to let that sink in because I feel like offensive is something that gets thrown around a lot, especially in this season coming up, because we are coming up onto the holidays. And specifically, I want to talk about Merry Christmas versus Happy Holidays versus, whatever. First of all, I find it really odd that people get offended by the holiday greeting that you choose to use. So, of course, I grew up with Merry Christmas. I really don't see anything wrong with saying Merry Christmas. I'm not offended by Merry Christmas. I'm not offended by Happy Holidays because there are multiple holidays happening. So, I don't feel like it's a thing. But for some reason, everyone's getting all bent out of shape when someone says Happy Holidays because they feel like you're trying to take the Christ out of Christmas and it's Jesus' birthday versus Santa and Kwanzaa and Hanukkah and Yule or whatever. So, my question here is, are these people really offended, or are they just finding something that they want to throw a tantrum over in order to get attention? And speaking from experience, because I like to be the center of attention a lot, I can understand that point. I don't understand how Christmas can be super, super offensive. If you believe in the nativity, that's fine. If you believe in, Frosty the Snowman and the magic and the pageantry of Santa and the reindeer, that's fine too. If you don't believe in either, that's fine. Why does it matter what I believe and want to celebrate versus what you want to believe and celebrate? I think because we're in this country of great freedom that we need to remember that people are free to believe something and they're free to not believe something. So if you want to say Merry Christmas, say Merry Christmas. If you want to say Happy Holidays, say Happy Holidays. I say both. So it depends on the day. I was raised Baptist, so Christmas does have a very spiritual meaning to me, and that's that. But I also like Santa and reindeer and all that. So before you get all bent out of shape about people trying to take the Christ out of Christmas, calm down. It's going to be fine because we're not trying to do anything. We're just saying there are multiple ways to say, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. There's multiple ways to acknowledge the season. And just because someone doesn't share the same beliefs as you doesn't mean that they are wrong. It doesn't mean that you are wrong. It just means that they believe something else. And that's a fundamental American right and privilege. So step off. Y'all need to chill out because Christmas is supposed to be happy and it's already stressful with all these people fighting over these stupid toys that their kids are only going to play with for 2 seconds, but you wait in line 25,000 times to get a toy they may or may not like anyway. But as we're moving on, to go along with that, Starbucks cups. It's not really so much of a story right now, but I find it really humorous, I think, when people got offended about the Starbucks cups not being, I guess, Christmassy enough. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't care what color my Starbucks cup is. As long as my latte gets done on time and my name is spelled correctly on the cup, I think it's fine. It really doesn't matter. It's a cup. I mean, it's not going to bring about the downfall of mankind if it's not a certain color or doesn't have a certain symbol of the season on the cup. We're not trying to drag all your children to hell because there's no Jesus on the Starbucks cup. And, we're not trying to push Santa in the face of everyone or whatever. There are other symbols of the season other than Santa and Jesus and snowman. Like, you can just put anything on there. A gingerbread cookie, whatever. Someone's going to get mad about it. Just drink your latte and shut up. Because we don't even want to hear it. Honestly. I personally like to say Merry Christmas while I'm holding my Starbucks cup, but that's just me because I like to stir up trouble and I like to be the center of attention. So, I may have to put up a montage of me saying Merry Christmas with a Starbucks cup. Because you could have a Starbucks cup in your hand and you drink it and you're like, Merry Christmas, but then someone else could see it a whole different way. People just need to mind their business and stop trying to control everyone's lives because they need to realize that not everyone believes the same thing. And so what is considered right on your agenda may not fall in line with someone else's agenda. I think as long as we all have a moral compass that we use to live a good life and to be positive inspiration to others and give unto others and just live a good life, I don't see the problem with having multiple faiths in a community. But the problem is, being raised in the church, I can speak of this, is the fact that if they think they're right and they're the only way, they don't care what other people think. And if there's one thing that I can't stand in a person is someone who has the audacity to think that they are right about everything and there's no telling them that they're wrong in any way because they are right about everything. Nobody likes to know it all. If the sinners are going to go to hell, let them go to hell, okay? They're not hurting anyone right now, and according to your beliefs, you're going to have the last laugh anyway, so it's really not that big a deal. So let's just cool it, drink your latte, and, go complain somewhere else because no one's going to listen to you here. I really feel like people get offended way too easily, and it's really uncalled for and it really drags everybody down. So I would hope that people watching this are not a part of that group. I know that some people have a natural competitiveness in them, and that's great, but it needs to be used in the proper ways. We just need to chill out, work on ourselves, and let someone else live their own life. Now, if we see them curb stomping a puppy, yeah, we could probably step in. But until something like that happens, I think they're gonna be okay. But if you like this video, thumbs up, comment, thumbs down, whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm always open to feedback. You can follow me on Twitter, and I'll leave all that information, wherever I leave it. But hopefully the edit job here is not that bad. So leave a comment, subscribe, and we will see what happens from here on out. But thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you next week.